Death is inevitable, but preventable death is really devastating.
How do we get them to be reintegrated into the system? Back again, those who quit schools? How do we get them really?
This development we are doing is okay with them or they will know. One of the things is we have to look at community dialogue. We have to talk to the community, tell them that this is very important. If you make use of it, it's ours, it's yours.
Currently, Kora is faced with challenges such as sanitation and malnutrition. Sanitation in the sense that there are a lot of glitterings and animal dump lying around in their villages.
Some of our solutions, what we need to start with is awareness creation. That is infant and child feeding practice that we are going to sensitize the community on. Easy detection of malnutrition.
This is the Smiling Coast of Africa, and of course it is where the voice of the youth takes place. This is season 3 and we're super excited to bring you another exciting edition of this very breathtaking experience.
Well, hello Muloshi. Guess where I am? It's fun out here. And we wish you were here.
I am the youth man, the one and only youth man who is over 65.
I am 100% sure that, inshallah, we will make this and we will be victorious.
Thank you very much. That was a message from the youth man himself, Mr. Mustafa Njai, CEO, TAF Africa Global. How did that make you feel? You know, looking at these young people, they could have been here, but now they went up country to do some of these things. How did that make you feel?
Well, thank you very much. I think a very big thank you to the Social Factory team and certainly to all the participants, that did these wonderful presentations. I think the difference here is this is not just someone or a group of people with an idea and a beautiful write-up and presenting for a 5 minutes or a 10 minutes period. But this is young people going out there and living the experience. And I think that's the whole difference, actually that it takes, that boldness, for probably for some of them, this was the first time going beyond Brikama, and going all the way to Sudukonding or to Sudukoba, or whatever you call it. I've been to those places. And even spending an hour or 2 or 3 in that heat, it's something else. Not to talk of spending a day, 2, 3, and really working with those communities and providing solutions. I think it's quite great. And you can see the happiness in the faces of the community members. How much they appreciate what we are doing and how much they are willing to contribute. And this helps in terms of sustainability because they believe it's theirs. I had one of the alcalos in Fula saying it's, well, I can't speak Fula, but I can understand him talking about voluntary and whatsoever. It means they are volunteering. And you as individuals are equally helping, to volunteer for them. So you can see how much, they really appreciate what we are doing for them. The women gardens. These are women who are out there. They really want to do a lot for themselves. But there is no garden, or if there is a garden, there is no water. But here we are, really going down there, looking at solutions, how we work with them, and provide solutions to problems. These are problems that happen to them, or problems that they encounter day in, day out. For any country that has developed, or countries that have rapidly developed over the past 50 years or so, go back and ask. It has been people believing in themselves, one, but believing in homegrown solutions. And not really waiting for people, to come from wherever it might be, Babylon or whatever you call it, to come and address those solutions. But people believing in themselves that there is a problem here, and we as a community or we as young people can come together and address this. And I think this is what we are doing. And at our level of, for me as the director, it gives me a strong belief and a strong sense of honor, you know, of the readiness and the willingness of young people of today to really address the problems that we have, to ensure together as a people we are able to address the concerns that we have. And whosoever is coming on board finds us moving and only complements what we do, and not the reverse. That is, you know, the donor doing a 90% and us only, you know, complementing the donor. It cannot be the order of the day. It has to be us doing the 90% and the donor only coming in to contribute, but not the reverse. And I think with what we're seeing today, I think we are all hopeful that we can together get the Gambia where we want it to be. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. See, when you are passionate about youth work, this is what happens. I'm going to speak to one last person. But before I speak to the last person, Balde, I realize in the team members are called hummingbirds. Where are the hummingbirds? I'm only seeing two. Where are the hummingbirds? Okay. Where are the scammers? Ah, you see? This is what I wanted to know. There are hummingbirds and there are scammers. So the hummingbirds, I saw a few hands. When I said, where are the scammers? 800 hands went up. But I want you to tell us so far, how do you feel? I mean, working on this project as project manager.
Andy, I think I want to say that I feel super happy to start with. And I think my happiness would really be explained at the end of the whole project. But for now, I want to say that this is a dream come true for me. From last year, I've been telling the team that was coordinating the Voice of the Youth that I really want to be part of your team. And, you know, Kinta, the project coordinator last year, she would always receive texts and calls from me to say that I want to join your team, I want to join your team. Because I felt that this is one of the ways that I can use to play my part in the development of our country. Of course, we have several ways of doing that, but I felt that working with youths that are determined and that already have a sense of direction for their country, looking at all the projects that were displayed here today. So I think it's a moment of happiness, even though I had a very emotional evening with my team. You should know that I have a very beautiful team already. If people out here don't know, I want to say it to you all that I have a very beautiful team. I wouldn't be able to pull this out if it was not for them, actually. So I want to appreciate their efforts as well. And to the teams, whatever happens here is something that we are expecting. But I want to tell them that this is a start. They should brace up and, of course, work towards getting the bigger work done by December. Even though the time is very short, we feel that with the determination they started with, they should be able to do something. It was done last year, and I think they would be able to do better.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Sona. We have spoken to different people from the audience. We've spoken to the project manager. The teams have delivered. But now we want to go to the judges and hear what they have to say. You are watching Voice of the Youth, brought to you by Social Change Factory. Please stay with us. You see, I don't like it when judges smile. I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me nervous, so nervous. I don't like when they smile. You know, it's like a doctor. When a doctor is coming to you, what's that? Oh, there's no sound. When a doctor is coming to you with some bad news, you know they don't come like this. They come, hi, so we just went through your lab results, but now it looks like you have 3 days to live. You know, that's how they give you news. But anyway, our judges did a very good job. I'm sure, I don't know. You'll make my joy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Andy. And thank you very much, everyone, for being part of this change factory process. We want to say first, congratulations to all the team. You guys have definitely done a remarkable work. I mean, social entrepreneurship is not an easy thing to do. I mean, we do it. We work innovative spaces. We work in all 4 regions in the country, except URR, and we know how hard it is to actually even program social entrepreneurship ideas or even go through everything. So well done, everyone. You've done a fantastic job. So we are going to start by giving comments. This whole thing is not ending today. We are informed that this is just one step of the evaluation process, and then you will go to the next step, where we will go with you to the field to actually see with our eyes what you are actually implementing in the community, and perhaps also assess by talking with some of the beneficiaries that you have actually impacted on their lives. Yeah, so we are saying that this is not the end of the evaluation process. We are going to give you comments that is just for you guys to work on areas we think needs improvement. Generally, no matter how good a job is, it is never 100%. It's only Allah that does that, and we are only human beings, so we will give you comments on areas you need to improve. Thank you very much, and over to Aisha.
Okay, thank you very much. As my colleague here mentioned, this is not the end of it. You might receive good comments, and at the same time you might receive bad comments, but don't take that as something that is bringing you down. Take it as a motivation and go back to the field, do wonders, and come back here and take whatever you wish to take. So we will start by giving you comments. After that, we will announce the final results. First to Team UTG. Well done, you did well. I must say you did very well, because going to the field and working with the community is not easy. So far, as I said, you did well, but but the sustainable mechanisms, I think you need to work on the sustainable mechanisms that you want, if you want to come here next time and then take home something. So I believe you need to work on the sustainable mechanism. And also the social impact. I believe the social impact was kind of weak for me, so the social impact too need to be addressed. And also the risks involved and the risk management in the field. You need to mention all that. So you take note and then go back to the field, do wonders on the comments I gave you here right now. And I will go to Team MDI. Team MDI, you also did well. Like I said, going to the field is not easy. Working with the community is not easy as well. So I will give you a few comments, which is also the sustainable mechanisms and the risk involved and risk management. You all should take note on that, because it's really important if you are building up a project. You need to know the sustainable mechanisms, because you will not want to go back to the community next 2 years and find the project no one is using it or it's not in good condition. So you have to put in sustainable mechanisms. Also to Gambia College, Team Gambia College, this is my comment. So is it possible to make zero maternal mortality rate? So you think about that, maybe you can come up with a better comment, but I don't think, maybe it's possible. Nothing is impossible, but really, I don't think it's even right to say zero maternity. You can do it, and honestly, but it's just my comment. And also, the social impact is weak as well. The risks involved and risk management, you need to work on that too as well. So from there, going to USET. I must say, you also did very well, but I'm very much happy with your approach. I was a development studies major. We believe in grassroots, everything we do, we believe in grassroots level. So you went down to the people of the community and asked them what their needs are, and also work on those needs. So I must really commend you for that. You really did well. The community development is really evident in your project. Also, yeah, I think basically that's it, the grassroots level. And last but not the least, the IOU. You also did well. Yeah, I believe every team did well. You also did well, but the sustainable mechanisms and the social change to the community were not also addressed, and the statistics, that is before and after your project involvement. You need to work on those ones too. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Aisha, for the good job. So as you can see, we were 3 in number, but Usman had to leave us. He has already done his evaluations. and he gave us all his greets and his comments. So I'm just going to summarize my comments plus his comments together, just so we have a fair representation of the three of us. So I'm going to start with Team UTG. Team UTG, who is trying to address, actually your project is on a water project. And I really like the fact that you identify a problem, not just based on like what lack of water is given. You did your market research, which was really very commendable. And then you went beyond and above by, in fact, utilizing the water to explore its value chain. One that is to go into doing gardening, which will provide another aspect of livelihood. Well done, thank you. However, our observation is that you did not give us any financial model or revenue model. Now, okay, I think I was part of the trainers, and this I was like emphasizing and emphasizing. When you do pitching, your main target is the audience, because you are selling a product, or a service. Therefore, you're going to tell a story that will make your audience to love to invest into your project. Because if you don't have money, you can't do this. If Social Change Factory tells you how hard they work to get money from the French embassy, you won't believe it. You need to give all evidence that even themselves, you're adding value to them. Because they don't want to invest money in any project where people say, this French embassy, they are crazy, or we don't like them. So that's why it's very key, if you finish your problem statement, and then you do your solution statement. Your solution statement was very clear, but there was no financial or revenue model, and therefore it drags, that kind of impact drags into the risk mitigation. Because then the people, if you exit, you will exit. Projects don't last forever. They have a time bound, and that's why they are called interventions. So you will exit. How are they going to continue this important intervention that you've done in their communities? So that's something, those are comments that we want to highlight. Generally, well done. Team MDI, the Team MDI is working on the Karambunda project, the education project. And you have also clearly outlined, can you help me with this? I have a lot of papers. Yeah, thank you. All right. You've clearly outlined the problem actually at hand that you want to address. So your problem statement was very good. You've done your solution, like what exactly you want to bring in as a solution. It was very clear. We call it business idea when you come to my life. So you've also done a market research, and your model was very clear. Like you saw everybody how much, in fact, your action was going to cost. So if I had money and I'm interested in participating in this idea, I was going to like know exactly how much, I can actually, how much percentage I can actually contribute in. The sustainability plan was also clear. Like you highlighted that you have printer and where revenue can be generated. You had a team very clearly outlined. That was very good. How do you want us to contact you? Like, let's say there was someone who was interested. Like, this is generally all of you. That person was not going to be able to contact a team that they may be interested in their idea. So what you can do in your pitch deck, make sure every slide just put down or up your contact details. So as you scroll going, anybody who is interested in any project, they can actually just contact you after here. That is on the partnership and raising funds. You've also identified another important thing. You identified all the legal aspects. This is a country that is democratic. You cannot operate here without having legal, like you need to engage your line ministry. And you've highlighted your line ministry with EFANET. And we all know EFANET is also into the contribute. So that's actually partnership. Well done. However, you can also look more into details regarding the sustainability or the risk plan. It is actually good, but you can actually extend it. So Gambia College is working on Obamacare, right? That's the maternal health mortality. A burning issue that is affecting the entire country and also on undeveloped countries. So generally also your problem statement was clear. The solution was also very clear. Well done. However, you have not also highlighted your revenue models, your financial model. How are you going to finance this important project that you have? And when you leave, what is your exit strategy? So we would like to actually see this, like you people work on this. You can actually ask help from experts, from anybody. I think Social Change Factory is actually providing that. So there was also a lot of focus on the agriculture when you already presented and told us that you want to handle maternal health mortality. So to an extent, we thought that you were doing more of food systems, but you actually said that you're doing more. So try to balance all your aspects of intervention. These are called thematic areas when you're doing that. So please pay attention to that. Thank you. Gambia College. Now that takes us to, who's the next one? Is it, you said, right? You said, we had GTTI, but the presentation was you said. So you said, yes, you also, your problem statement was actually very well articulated. It was very clear. Your solution was very clear. Like C has mentioned, she said development. So since I'm from the entrepreneurship world, we call it market research. What she mentioned, that is called market research. So it's the same thing, using different name in different walks of life. So the market research is also critically very important, because sometimes you build a product or a service, you build a project, and then you take it to the community because it's your own idea. People don't like it, they reject it. Like they would call Sona, permit me, they can say, Sona la projecto. So when the project is finished, nobody is actually taking ownership of the project. It's because they don't see themselves in it. They are not taking ownership. So it was very good that you did the market research, otherwise called community consultation, and you had announced it in your page. We had a lot of notes, please bear with us. And we could clearly see that you've mentioned your partners, like who your partners are. This is also very important. However, the revenue and financial model wasn't clear. At least we could not see it, even if you had it. And like we have mentioned previously with one team or two teams, this is going to affect your risk mitigation strategy. Because then if anything happens, like you're not there, or who is going to invest in it? Like people can generally think, or investors and donors can generally think that you have funds, 100%. So you don't need funds. And in development or social entrepreneurship, there is no enough fund because the problems keep emerging. I mean, we are human beings. And people will continue to give birth, and a lot of people will need support here and there. So it's very important that you work on your financial model. The sustainability, of course, is lacking because you didn't have a revenue model. That was clear. Therefore, there is no exit plan. At least we could not see it. So we would say there is evidence of work done. There is evidence because we could see from the interviews that some of the beneficiaries or sub-beneficiaries mentioning that the school academic year was resumed with 0 pregnancies. So really that is an impact that one can actually count on. And then we have, my apologies, that's IOU. Yes, so that's IOU. The comments on the partners being clearly stated, and the financial revenue model, the sustainability plan, no exit plan, and the evidence of work with the child pregnancy, 0 child pregnancy. That is really remarkable, honestly. That's IOU. And then you said, okay, so you said the solution is clear. The problem statement also is very clear. There is evidence that you guys have done a market research. So that was really very good. Like, you have actually consulted with the community and checked on data. It was very important that you also highlighted your subline ministry, which is the NANA. That is very key. When you're doing development work or social entrepreneurship, you need to get key stakeholders actually informed and part of the whole activity if you want it sustainable. There is the legal aspect. Yes, so the revenue and maternal health, okay, that you have done some revenue models. You just need to improve on it, but we can actually see that you did some revenue models. You just need to improve on that. So generally,
That's the comment we have.
yes, that's the comment we have, and we're saying well done to everyone. Your projects are amazing. Like, nobody can actually ignore them. Yeah. Okay, so we go to
The moment of truth. The big day.
Yes, just as we keep saying, you can't do narrative without numbers, right? You can't do it without financial. So we come to the number. Oh, should I wait? No, it's okay. Okay. Hush. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. So, Aisha, do you have any other additional comment to say before we end?
No, I think basically that's the general comment, except that we have to commend them for the works that they've done in the communities, because it's not really easy going to the community, struggling with everything that is there, and then coming here to present to us here. So we need to have commend them for the works that they've done, and any marks given to them here doesn't identify them as losers. It's just a mark. But what they have done to the communities is really wonderful. So they need to go home enjoying and celebrating that they did something and change a life. That's basically the comment we have to give them right now.
Thank you very much, Aisha. And of course, that's very true. So I'm going to say also again and again and again, well done. Your project's really amazing. So I'm going to call the numbers, and I'll start from down, yeah? Okay, so.
It's just a number. It's just a number. Everyone is a winner.
Exactly, everyone is a winner. And what it means is that you have to work harder to climb, you know, to get to add up to the number again next trip, right?
Trip,
when
yes.
we go for Emani. Okay, so I have 64 for IOU. A round of applause, please. 64 for IOU. Fantanco, right? Fantanco project.
Yeah,
or
they did well.
intervention. Yes.
They did well.
They did very well. Congratulations. Okay, yes. Somebody called my name? No. I should be fast. Okay, so we have number 4, right? Gambia College. 60.
Gambia College.
No, you see? Gambia College got 60.6.
Yes.
Yes. So Gambia College 60.6. Mbama Care Package.
You also did well.
60.6. Yes, very well. They did very well. So I think I'll just continue mixing it all, and then I'll say the final highest mark. Okay, then we have Cora Water Project, UTG 63. A round of applause for UTG.
You did well, UTG.
Yes, very well, very well. So it's like we have 2 more, huh? Well, we haven't called them max. Okay, so,
like we said, it's just a number.
It's just a number.
Everyone is a winner.
Exactly. So we have GTTI, sorry.
You said, yeah.
You said. So I should kill GTTI, right? Okay, you said. You said Fedebe Dare, 77 points. Well done. Yes, 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 yes. And I guess you guys all know who carries the highest mark by now, right? Yes, who did we not call? Oh. Congratulations, a heartfelt to MDI. I mean, if you had listened to our comments, you will realize that really MDI had touched on all, and it was really amazing.
They don't need a number again. They don't need a number. They don't need a number because they don't wait for the number.
So you scored 80%. Congratulations. That was really amazing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just heard from our judges, and it seems that the results have already been answered. But I said earlier on, this competition, everyone is a winner. And as they said, this is just the beginning. This just means that the teams need to go back to their various fields and continue to do more and more and more. At this juncture, we'd like to appreciate our partners, the Embassy of France. We'd like to appreciate the National Youth Council. We want to say thank you to all of you for coming, to parents, to friends, to trainers that partnered with us, to all the team members for coming here today, to watch the participants, pitch their projects to the judges. But the interesting part is we'll be back again. It does not stop here. We'll be back in December. And when we're here in December, we will know who is who. My name is Andy Kema, and you're watching Voice of the Youth, brought to you by Social Change Factory. Till later on, it's over and out. Bye-bye.